Welcome you back. Thank you for staying with us this morning. This is newspaper headlines and analysis. I'm Oluwayemi Adelako. I won't be doing this alone. I have with me in the studio Victor Akileng, a public affairs analyst. Welcome on board this morning, Victor.
Good morning, Yevin. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start with the banner headline from the Punch newspaper that says monopoly fares rise as Dangote controls 14.4 trillion naira petrol market. And that headline has these riders: labor, economics, energy expert flag monopoly risk in post-import ban market. OPS warns against hasty price regulation, demands NNPC refineries overall. NMDPRA rejects return to fuel import. Stakeholders insist on PMS price regulation. Quite a number of things to talk about now, because if you check this country, today as we speak, the price has gone up, and then of course people are complaining about transportation, and then NMDPRA is rejecting the return to fuel import, and of course the labor, economists, and experts are also complaining about monopoly. Speaking about Dangote Refinery, they are calling for total overhaul of our refineries. Is this not trying to fill in what we should have done before now? Because I mean, we've had these refineries even before the Dangote Refinery. Now that the price is increasing day by day, the unrest in the Middle East worsen the situation. Is this because of this war now? Is this because we're in this situation? That's why we can remember that we have refineries, and of course we should work on them.
Okay, so when problems don't rise, we don't know where problems are. When there are no reasons to see a problem that has been underlying, then we will not speak. I hope you understand that. So this major issue is now triggering is now reminding us that we shouldn't have one refinery. At the same time, if you have the money to start a refinery, go and start. Leave the gentleman out of your problem. In fact, we should thank him that at least at the end of the day, we have one person that is representing well. Government has not done well in that area of government. So this is one person that has even been helping the nation. Now let's look at it this way. As we are looking at it this way, let's look at it the other way. Supposing we still don't have even a private refinery in Nigeria today, which fuel shall we use? So we will still have to import fuel, despite the unrest in the east and every other problem around the nation, around the world. Adibin, we don't even have Dangote Refinery. So as much as we are saying, let us not monopolize the refinery industry, permit me. Okay, let us also be thankful to that one person that has taken the initiative to even provide us one. What if we don't have at all?
Okay, so Victor, can we be more proactive? Do you think it's a good idea for the federal government, to still invest in these refineries and not give up on these refineries totally?
Yes, government should invest. Yes, very well. They should. In fact, I believe it should be part of the budget. Maybe not this time again, next time.
But we've been investing billions.
Like we should. Okay, I said it sometime that it's high time we began to import or train our own people, our train Nigerians, home and abroad, to now to train them and get well in understanding petroleum engineering properly. So instead of hiring, okay, yes, we could work with expatriates, yes, but then train our own ends too. Excuse me. The problem we have is that we do not have enough good ends that can put things in order. The ones that are there, permit me, are corrupt. 1, 2, don't have enough knowledge.
So how come Dangote is getting it right?
Because it's not. Majority of those that are in-house engineers are trained hands, because it is a private organization. So the private sector would always get the better hands. Government, on the other hand, may get the better hands. Then another government will come, switch or change the cabinet, and then we have Jagudu Geras.
It's a sad one, really. I do hope that the federal government will find a way to ease the burdens, of Nigerians in times like this, because we can't tell, at what point this war, we end.
Yeah, but then I think Tinubu already signed in 100,000 CNG, whatever. So maybe that would ease the burden. I mean, we make us stop using fuel, or rather reduce the pressure of wanting to use fuel.
We hope that will solve the problem.
At least he said in the next 2 weeks they should start working. So
right.
If you have the money, just switch to CNG.
Okay, no problem. But how many Nigerians can afford that? Let's cross over to another headline and talk about this one that says 2027 jitters, PDP loses 107 NAS members to defections. And of course, if care is not taken, as a matter of fact, looking at what APC is having currently in NAS, they can change anything. They have the majority already. How did we get to this point with this old defection? Looking at PDP now, they are left with just 2 governors. And if care is not taken, it might remain just 1. If care is not taken, there might be no governors at all. In People's Democratic Party. Shein and Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State.
Is PDP still contesting for that?
It's still a political party, whether you like it or not.
But their name is not in the ballot paper for sure election and Ekiti election.
Because of the internal wranglings and of course this whole court case.
They should just admit I don't know what to say about PDP. It's quite disappointing that a political party that used to be the largest, so they say, in Africa, then is now relegated to something we cannot almost. Is rather pathetic. But they should just accept their fate and just go and restructure things. That's all I can say. Just accept your fate. Stop pulling what is not pullable. And just go and restructure things. Or they should kill their ego and just merge. What's that word now? Form a coalition with another party.
What party should they form a coalition with?
Maybe SDP. Is SDP on the ballots? I think PDP is not there. Labour Party is not there. So maybe SDP. Or Kwankwaso's party. Was it Kwankwaso? That guy that came to meet Makinde sometimes ago.
Kwankwaso.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about NNDP.
NNDP. So
Yeah.
I think they should just merge with NNDP, or maybe they can kill their ego and just merge with.
So NNPP is a better option than.
Not a better option,
Okay.
but if that, which other option? We have APC as the top. We have ADC now, traveling fast, and of course PDP will not want to merge with what's the name again? What do I call it now?
SDP. Are you talking about SDP?
No.
ADC.
Atiku's party. ADC. Now PDP would not want to merge with ADC. Two big parties, they might not want to do. So they should just look for a party like SDP, AMPD, or whatever party, or even if it is the SDP self, just kill your ego, and because you don't even have any product left behind. So just ADP, ADC, and fight Tinubu, and let's see what you can do.
All right.
My best advice for them rather is just to go and form a coalition with a good party.
Okay, so let's cross to the Daily Sun and take one of what is going on. And I have this headline that says insecurity, Senate raises alarm. Please stay with me. Senate raises the alarm over renewed attacks in Borno after invasion of Kokawa military base. 14 killed in fresh attacks in Katsina. And the security apparatus is still saying we are on top of the insecurity in this country, whereas people are dying on daily basis, even with the support of the United States.
Of course, exactly, man. It still boils down that our military system is not well reinforced, and they still don't have 21st century capacity. They still don't have 21st century capacity. They are still not properly reinforced. And thirdly, we still have moles in-house that are still not making things work. You get me?
Okay.
So I would always go back to that incident that happened years ago when United States came to Nigeria to aid Nigeria against the terrorists, and then they told them that we are coming in the night. I mean, they decided that they are going to launch an attack in the night. So when they got to where the terrorists were, the terrorists were not there again at night. Did you get it? That decision, the terrorists already have the terrorists already have information of their own decision. You get it now. Okay. So there's a mole. Someone is working. There's an insider giving them information. So I still believe in this case too, there is a mole, or there are moles that are still not making the work productive. And it still boils down to the incapacity of the military system. The military system has to properly be reinforced, and a lot has to go into it. A lot of investment has to go into the military system of the nation if we really want to get this security thing right.
Okay, we cross to Nigerian Tribune and take a look at another headline this morning. I have this one that says, reps prescribe 10 million naira fine, 2-year jail term for dual party membership. So I read the story, and I think the rep is proposing that any politician who is a member of more than one political party, will have to pay 10 million naira fine, do 2 years, in prison, might do both. They are still trying to discuss it. They've not signed it into a law yet. Do you think that will put an end to anti-party activities? Because we can see it. Even people who go on national TV to say, I work against my party, I'll do the same in the next general elections, and nothing is done.
Yes, that's a good law to be passed. A very good one. What you said, one man from Oshu State was mentioned that thing you said, that he's going to work against this person. And they were asking him, but you are a present member of this party. He said, it doesn't matter how tall you are. Are you okay? So yes, it's a good law. In fact, I suggest they do both. Pay the 10 million naira and still go to jail.
But some politicians will close their eyes and just send. They can even send more than 10 million naira. You don't think that's too fragile?
But the person is going to jail, meaning his name is dented.
But the law is, what they are proposing now is either 10 million naira, 2 years in prison, or both. So it depends now on what they agree on.
Both is just better. But because, like you said, 10 million naira, Nigerian politicians, 10 million naira is just like, they can easily pay it and still continue their anti-party behavior. Or, yes, but then, would they keep paying 10 million naira over and over anytime they are being caught? So maybe both will be fine. So put them into let them pay 10 million naira and still let them go to jail so their name be dented. I believe so.
All right, I think it's a fine place to leave the discussion this morning. A big thanks to you. And of course, I want to believe that, by the time we come back on this set, maybe PDP would have found an alternative, into resolving their internal wranglings. And of course, we hope that at the end of the day, the House of Representatives will be able to agree on the best punishment for people who, perform anti-party activities. Thank you so much, Victor Akilein, for being a part of the session this morning.
Thank you.
We need to take a short break, and when we come back, we move on to Big Story. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. Please stay with us.